Fair use. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Hello everyone, welcome to Making the Tea Rational, where I make all the tea and gossip make sense. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Did you guys see the camping trip, to the streamers camping trip, where Jass was actually put down on the ground and held at gunpoint by the police officers out there in Tennessee? They were actually coming out of an ice cream shop, and supposedly they had got a call. I mean, their stories seem like they kind of changed. When you watch the video, you let me know. First they said it was a guy in a blue shirt. Then they turned around and said it was a lady with dreads that came out of bubble gum shrimp. So which one is it? Which story is it? Which person would, I don't understand why they think that we're stupid as black people when these police officers do this, because basically it's just racially profiling. They saw Jass, and for some reason they thought that she was a threat. I guess because she has tattoos and she has the dreads and she fits into their quote unquote stereotype. And none of this that happened this day was their fault. It was they're suffering through a lot of racism since they've been over there in Tennessee, and I have no clue who planned this trip. I know they say Daisha loves Memphis. She used to really love it. I don't know if she still will like it after this incident, but it just seems like this trip has just brought on a lot of negativity. If it's not one thing or another, I'm just saying this isolated incident has nothing to do with their character or what they did. And I understand they're upset because black people are really tired of it. We can't move like other people. We can't go out and have fun and enjoy ourselves. We always have to look behind our back when we're surrounded around a bunch of non-black people. This is just a thing that we go through. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter if you're a celebrity. It doesn't matter if you're a streamer. It doesn't matter what you are. The fact of the matter is, when you go out, all they see is your color. And depending on how you're dressed, and even sometimes it's not even that. You can just be in the wrong place at the wrong time and be around the wrong racist person, and then there you go. You'll have a problem. And you can just tell. Daisha was at her wit's end. First of all, it was not her trip to begin with. It was Messy Majid's trip. But for some reason, it seemed like the trip and all the different activities and things got sat in her lap, and she seemed like she was cooking for everybody. I didn't see Messy Maj over there helping her flip burgers and make spaghetti and all the stuff that she was doing. But I'm just saying, it just seems like, when we go places and we try to have fun, no matter what, other people are loud when they go places and nobody's trying to do anything to them. Have you ever seen a belligerent drunk white person? And they out there trying to start things with people, and nothing happens to them. The police can even be called, and they don't do anything but sit there and talk to them like they're homeboy, homegirl. That's all they do. And then they send them on their way, unless they do something real crazy. But outside of that, they rarely are getting arrested. They rarely do anything to them. They rarely have the police officers called on them. And that's just it's crazy. But I'm sorry that Jass went through that. She seemed like a nice person, and they did this to her for no reason other than, the fact that she was black and other things that make them feel like, this is a stereotypical, symbolic thing of a black person who's a problem or who's willing to commit a crime. When they don't know that about a person, you can't judge a person by the way they look. And they should know that. They wouldn't want nobody judging them, but it's not even about that. It's about what this country, what we face in this country, in the United States of America. Everybody come around us. They want to be a part of the black culture and things like that, but they don't want the black experience. And that's just what it is. You know, you have all these different groups that want to come over here. They want to participate. Even some of the black foreign people, they want to participate too in the black experience, but they don't want any of the racism that comes with it. You know, they want to say, oh, it's not that way, or they want us to just accept things for how they are. We're just living our lives and things happen to us. We don't have to be doing anything to anybody, okay? We have to dress a certain way. We have to look a certain way. We have to walk a certain way. We have to chew a certain way. We can't do anything as far as just to be ourselves. If we're a little loud, it's a problem. And another thing is, black people are not allowed to congregate in groups together. You know, that makes white people very uncomfortable to see black people, especially when we're smiling and we're having fun. They do not like to see us have fun. They don't like to see us smile. They always want us to see us going through some type of injustice. They love when we go through things like that. I mean, I don't want to get so deep, you know, but this is a thing that a lot of content creators, and I'm not trying to, you know, talk negatively about them, they don't dive into enough. Some do, but some don't. And I just think it's just really ridiculous that we're in 2026 and black people still are faced with things like this. We just can't go out and have fun like everybody else. It just don't seem like it. But I love the spirit that we have. We will prosper and we will do all great things no matter what we're put through, because we know what it is, okay? And like I say, before I leave and I end this video, and I'm going to say this, and I mean it with the spirit in my soul. In my soul. And that is, any weapon formed against us will not prosper. And it usually does not. It just is, it's not going to prosper. No matter what people do to us, no matter what, it will not prosper. And we will come out even better at the end of everything. So you guys just tell me what you think about this video. It's just ridiculous that we're in 2026 and black people still can't exist like everybody else and have a good time. Just showing our face is a problem. You know, when other groups stand in front of us, it's just automatic. They're in their own head. But for some reason, it just brings this type of, you know, aggressive type of communication out of them. Like they're just ready to attack. Like they're ready to just do us harm. And you can just clearly see that on this video. And it was very troubling to see how they were treating her and how they kept moving the goalpost around. When they got caught on one thing, then they hopped to another. You can just tell they just wanted to get her. They just wanted to have a reason to arrest her for and it was basically would have been a false arrest. Who's Jass? We screamers. What are you talking about?
Listen. So we got a report. Somebody that she mentioned that description and pulled a gun on somebody. So we're gonna do our
Bitch, y'all talking about because we black, ho?
Figure it out.
I'm not following no protocol. I am going to follow you. We were literally just chilling. Because we didn't even do shit. Okay, well, come on, right yourself. We just got ice cream. That shit weird as fuck. Why are y'all arresting him? They want to. Yeah, there's no probable cause. There's everybody out here. Like, this shit weird as fuck. He put that gun on her somewhere. With a gun in. He was like, with a gun in. We should have stayed at the fucking camp. We should have stayed at the fucking camp. We should have stayed at the fucking camp. No, that's not weird. That's not even fucking 5:30. Thank you. There's no crime though. Show me where the gun is. Where do I stand? And you can check all of us. Like, we out of town, we don't even from here. Like, it's a way to handle those phone calls. That's it. Can y'all give us your cards and badge numbers? It's gonna go home.
Sergeant, cool. Bring the sergeant. Don't speak.
So what
he
business?
he said a male with a blue shirt that I gave my description in there.
Why you let them send you out to do that though? But you know, I ain't gonna, as a black man, you is one. Why would you let them send you out?
Yes, let's go. I was there.
Jass. That's when you used to be no longer. That's their car with their badge number and shit on it. We need that.
Oh, they're writing the badge
It's
number.
for y'all.
They said I pulled a gun out on somebody.
All four. Uno, dos, tres.
Nothing. I'm not. He said they're waiting on the sergeant. I just asked them for their badge numbers. I want every badge number. We don't ask anything.
Everybody.
Everybody have paperwork here with 2,000, 3,000 people right now. Why would I pull a gun out right now? Especially in Tennessee.
But is that the protocol for a call like that? That's not police protocol for a call-in. Why are y'all pulling guns out for a call-in? Not protocol for a call-in. I know many police officers.
He said they got to call in. Somebody said.
But that's not the
white
protocol.
shirt camo with a P on their neck. I pulled a
He
gun
should
in
have-
with a bum and
He lied because he
they
knew he was a
said
female
I
until he
pulled.
said it.
No, he said it was a female.
He didn't know everybody handle it and get the information. Jass, you want to come over here, baby? Can you come with us? Your badge number? Hey, 10, officer 10. That's a false call.
And then it's embarrassing too. Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
No, tell him, no, Jass. Tell him, come here. No, sorry, come on the sidewalk. You want your badge number now? More, it's over with. You don't even want to eat no more. Come step over here. Just step with us. You can't leave?
I told him I can't. He told me I can't step on five, guys.
Who the?
I don't know the way they pulled their gun out. Fuck. I don't know, man.
Crank your TikTok live, Jass. Crank your TikTok live.
I can tell y'all exactly what I was doing before I left here. Everything is live. I'm sitting here chilling.
Okay, I'll take McDonald's, bitch. I'll take a $5 meal deal. We can go back to the camp like dead ass. I'm fine. Here's a $5 meal deal.
My friends, I just see him sitting here. He got out the court, pulled a gun on me.
That's still not the way to pull up on her.
Is that the
That's
protocol
kinda
for a
different.
call? That's not protocol. He didn't
You
see a
just come
crime
out, he
scene.
didn't see no gun, no weapon.
didn't
on her,
see
he
no
just pulled
crime
out.
scene.
That's not how y'all supposed to operate though.
That was the nature of the call.
But his protocol
But
getting out
he's-
the car did not prohibit that.
He didn't see her, he didn't feel like he was in no harm. Y'all only supposed to do that
That's
without no
not
harm.
protocol. That's protocol to come out with guns drawn on a public crowd. You don't know who a suspect is.
There's no weapon on her for him to pull a gun out.
Y'all didn't know the crime.